Hey everyone, it's Candace. So today, like I said in my last video, it's going to be a little bit different, like a lot. One of my favorite things to do is look at conspiracy theory videos on YouTube. And today I just wanted to share just a few of them. I'm not going to tell you whether I believe in them or not because some of them are kind of controversial. There's only going to be 5. Because I didn't want this to be too long. A conspiracy is a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. The action of plotting or conspiring. First one I want to talk about, my favorite. I will tell you, I'm a believer of the Mandela effect. And then I'm giving 3 of the ones that I personally have been victimized of. But a Mandela effect is where a large number of people share a particular false memory of a historical or cultural event. And then the first one I'm going to discuss is what's it named after? Nelson Mandela. Even I remember being taught in school that he died in prison sometime in the 1980s. So whenever I heard that he died again in 2013, I was just like, what is going on? He's been dead for a while. But I was just like, okay, well, that's just me. And I wasn't a very good student. But then I started seeing that I wasn't the only one. I was not going crazy. I actually had remembered that he had already died. And other people, hundreds, thousands, I think even maybe millions of people remember being taught that he had already died in the 1980s while he was in prison. So this line gets me so mad because the Berenstein versus Berenstain. I had almost every single one of these books growing up. Unfortunately, I didn't get to keep any of them. So I don't have those books. But as a very, very avid reader, like literally my form of punishment would be having to go outside to play because all I wanted to do is just sit inside and read. And these were some of my favorite books whenever I was like 4, 5, 6. And I know for a fact it was Stein, Berenstein. So many other people remember this too. So it was crazy to find out that it actually had never been an E, but an A, making it Berenstain. That is not correct. That's not right. But they said that it's never been Berenstein, whatever. It's always been Berenstain. And then the last one. Okay. You know the Baloney song.
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R.
So, you see how they spell the first name? Normal. How do you remember the last name being spelled?
My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R.
No, it's never been an A. The last name has always been spelled M-E-Y-E-R. But apparently it's never been M-E-Y-E-R. It's always been M-A-Y-E-R. The idea behind all of the Mandela effects is that we live in interdimensional universes. In that somehow along the way, we seem to have skipped to another universe. And I know this sounds very crazy, but it actually, that's a whole nother story and theory, and that's a whole nother video. But just don't discount it if you remember these the way that I do. Okay, next. The moon landing. A lot of people believe it was a hoax. And that really has started picking up traction, especially in the last like 10, 20 years or so. But yeah, people believe that the 1969 moon landing done by the United States of America's and NASA was faked. And the reason that they faked this, allegedly, is so that they could win the space race against the Soviet Union during the Cold War. The people who believe this believe that it was done in a studio, and really there are details in the video that just don't really add up to what we're told that the moon should be like. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you whether I believe this one or not. But it does go into like a whole big spiel about whether there's wind and the gravity and all that kind of stuff, and in the studio and the New World Order. The New World Order is a conspiracy theory which hypothesizes a secretly emerging totalitarian world government. I'm going to insert a clip right here of George Bush Sr. whenever he was president talking about this.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
So it has been like confirmed. So I don't really know what was up with that, why he would say those things if there was not one. But the whole point of the New World Order is to kind of orchestrate certain political and financial events at both the national and international levels, and the steps to achieve world domination. They're just trying to make it to where it's just one. A totalitarian government, which every single country, everything, is all in one. Chemtrails. So if you don't know what chemtrails are, they are a visible trail left in the sky by an aircraft, or believed by some to consist of chemical or biological agents released as part of a covert operation. So the theory is that long-lasting condensation trails left by high-flying aircraft, the long-lasting ones are the chemtrails. And the purpose of those would be weather modification, solar radiation management, human population control, and that's just a few examples of why they would be using chemtrails. And the reason that the chemtrails are different than just the normal condensation trails are because supposedly the condensation trails, they will dissipate a lot quicker than the chemtrails. Okay, the last one. And this one has been gaining traction insanely the past few years. And there have even been some celebrities, I'm not going to name them, who have come out and said that they may be flat earthers. I don't think there's really any that are coming out and saying specifically they are, but there are some saying that it could be possible. Earth is flat, and some say that it is encircled by a wall of ice to hold like the oceans and all that stuff in, and so things won't be flowing over the side. Another idea is that there's like a dome, kind of like a snow globe, dome on top of it so that it keeps everything inside. And you may be wondering about the sun and the moon. Because the earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth, right? No. Flat earthers believe that the sun and moon are said to circle the disc-shaped planet in only 50 kilometers, which is about 31 miles in diameter. Even within the Flat Earth Society, there's a lot of questioning about gravity and whether that's real, and the stars, just all kinds of stuff. And I'm not saying I believe in it. I'm not a flat earther, but it's actually really interesting to look up all the different ideas. Actually, all of these are really interesting to look up the ideas of it and everything. And there's so many more conspiracies that I absolutely love. Like I said, I do believe in the Mandela effect. That one is like 100%. It's in my brain. It's real. I am a conspiracy theorist, so I love conspiracy theories, and I love that I finally made a video on them. And I would be happy to do more, or do more in detail about like one specific theory. So just let me know down below in the comments if you like hearing about conspiracy theories, if you think that everybody's crazy who believes in these things. If you had never really thought about it, but now you're kind of questioning. So just let me know down below if you want any specific kind of topic, let me know. But if you like this video, then please make sure to leave a like and make sure to press that subscribe button. I'd really like to get to 100 before the end of the year. So that will be it for today. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the next video, but it hopefully will be on time, unlike this one, because it is 8:30 on a Saturday, 8:30 p.m. on a Saturday, and I'm just now doing this because it took a lot more research than I thought it was going to. Okay, so, and if you look to either side of me, then you will see that one is a playlist that I think you should check out. It's just cool. And then the other side is going to be a video that YouTube thinks that you would like of mine. So make sure to check those out. They are bangers, I promise. I can't promise that. But I say they are, so trust me. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye, guys.